Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your reading. There's some strong energy around you, and I'm feeling like this is deep-rooted feelings from your past just peeking back up and touching the surface a little bit. You're trying to, I feel, maintain composure and maintain a sense of stability, but I just feel like it's a little bit hard right now. But you're doing well, you're overcoming this, and you've had to be strong, and you're continuing to be strong. I'm getting a sense that this is just something that you have to go through, and you feel like you've been through so much already at this point that you know that no matter what happens, you'll be able to get through these feelings that are just coming back up, these feelings within yourself. And I feel like your situation at the moment is actually going quite well for you, Aquarius, but there's just this feeling inside of you, and I'm getting this, I keep getting this, and I feel like perhaps the start of your part of this reading, Aquarius, is going to be a little bit about these I feel deep-rooted wounds that you may be suppressing, or you may feel like you need some sort of composure to some sort of awareness, higher awareness, in order to overcome in some way, or just kind of move on with your life, because I feel like this is past energy. So let me just get started, and then we will move into the reading. Before we begin, this may be past, present or future energy, but for me as a reader, the energy truly begins as soon as you are divinely guided towards watching this reading. This will resonate if this is meant for you. If this message is not meant for you, please be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter, because they are all important in their own way regarding love. If you feel divinely guided towards a personal reading with me, be sure to check my description box below for more details. And also, if you are interested in becoming a participant of a performing arts project, that information will also be in the description box below. So now let's get started, Aquarius. We now open ourselves up to the energy that we are about to receive with love and light. We are accepting, we are open. Thank you for your messages, Spirit. So before I ring this singing bowl, Aquarius, I would just like to say that this is a really cleansing energy, and this may help you. So maybe if you feel still you feel some sort of emotional stagnation in any way, and I'm feeling that as I said that. I felt that. Just maybe replay this part a couple of times and take a long breath in and just keep releasing that energy and welcoming in light, releasing that energy and welcoming in light. We radiate love and light, and we are ready. Wow, Aquarius, that was powerful. So now I'm going to look at your current situation regarding love, and then your partner's current situation regarding love, and then I'm going to look deeper into how they perceive you and how you perceive your partner and the future of this relationship. And because I am connecting to both of your energy, that this can be interchangeable, this energy can be vice versa, so please take the reading how it resonates for you, Aquarius, and really use your intuition and let that guide you moving forward, because that is your shining light, and you are highly intellectual, you are highly knowing, more than you could ever know. And that's because you're born with that. You were born with that beautiful mind within you, and you only know what it's like to be in that mind. But really it's something special, okay, Aquarius? And I feel like you need to really utilize that part of yourself at this time, you know, to be able to really release any of that past energy and take the lessons from it as you do, Aquarius, and move forward in and excel in what you're doing, because I feel like what you're doing is very, very significant. It's something quite special, and that's what my guides, the energy that my guides are portraying to me. So now let's look at your current situation regarding love. Yeah, Aquarius, the first card out for you is the Four of Swords. This is someone that needs time. They're taking a step back. They are highly appreciative. They're highly grateful for everything that they have received this far on their journey, all of the achievements they have made. In fact, they have survived a great deal. So this is the story of knights that would go out for battle, and they didn't think that they were going to survive, so they pre-made a coffin in advance. They really didn't. They didn't think anything. It's like that coffin was already there in front of them. You know, they saw that, they envisioned the end of their world, you know, their world coming crashing down in some way. And somehow they made it through this battle, they made it through all of these challenges, and they came back and they were just so surprised with themselves. And I mean, there's a sense of relief here, but not so much as a sense of surprise. They really didn't think they were going to make it, and then now they lay in that coffin. You see that coffin is slightly open. They lay in that coffin alive, and you know, that pre-made coffin, and they just lay there grateful for overcoming this journey, grateful for being alive, and envisioning their future, going in line with their future. Because once you come that close to, you know, all of these challenges and facing these challenges head on, afterwards, after, you know, all of that energy being drained from you, after facing all of these challenges and challenges and challenges, one after the other, to the point where you just didn't even expect to survive, you know. It's like your rational mind here was even saying to you, this is something that, you know, most people wouldn't be able to get through, and somehow you did. You overcame this, and you're laying there in this pre-made coffin, and you're thinking about what you're going to do next, okay? Because, you know, you survived this journey, you're moving forward, and there's a lot of success in front of you, because technically you've already been through all of these victories, because each of these challenges that you have overcome, they are their own victories, even if you don't perceive them that way, even if you just perceive them as being able to get through them, you know, instead of a victory, which they are. You know, they were victories. So now you're saying, okay, what is the next journey? What is the next path which aligns with my true purpose, aligns with true faith in who I am? And, you know, it's through that window there, that colour. That colour is your faith, and your faith in humanity, your faith in the world, and this sense of a mission that you are ready to, I feel, take the next steps to pursue. Yeah. And the fours represent stability here. So this is saying that, you know, you do need to rest, you do need to take time, you do need to really heal yourself, and you know what heals yourself, Aquarius. You know, and sometimes that doesn't have to be rest. Sometimes it means just following your heart, what you truly want, and pursuing whatever makes you feel stable, and really taking a step back from anything that makes you feel unstable. And I feel like the unstable energy here can be, you know, this feeling of almost losing it, almost losing everything. And, you know, this can be metaphorically speaking, losing everything. It doesn't have to be, you know, in your life. It's some aspect of yourself that you almost lost, and, you know, it's like you almost grieved it too soon, but here it is, it's coming back, and, you know, you're resurrecting yourself here, I feel. And you're resurrecting yourself, but you were never gone. You survived those journeys, and that's something that I feel like Spirit is asking you to acknowledge within yourself, because you got through so much, Aquarius, and you tend to just overcome so much, and you tend to just get through so much that you don't take a step back and acknowledge it, and it's like it's just an everyday situation for you. But really, look at everything that you've overcome, look at all the challenges and how strong that has made you. This has truly shaped you as an individual. And because this is regarding love, this is your current situation regarding love, this is saying that, yeah, you do need to perhaps heal your heart in some way here, because this is coming up. Either you need to heal your heart, or this is affecting every aspect of you, you know, your mind, your heart, your body. And this is past energy, right? Because this is something they've survived. They've been through these battles already. Current situation regarding love for Aquarius. Current situation regarding love. Yeah, wow. The next card is the Hanged Man. This is another energy of taking a step back. This is perhaps the next card. This is the Major Arcana version of the Four of Swords in some respects. So you see here the Hanged Man, they're staying there, they're not really moving until they come to some deep realizations here. You see how their head is glowing here. They're taking a high perspective, they're looking over situations, they're analysing them on a really deep level. They want to really gain some closure, gain some acceptance, before moving forward on their journey. And this takes time, you know, this is definitely a feeling of stagnation. But after this period of stagnation, it's like they move forward, they can move forward. And when they do, they're going to succeed because they've really taken a higher perspective. They've taken an open perspective over everything. They are not only thinking of themselves, but they're thinking of those around them, the situation around them, their life in the future, these past experiences. They're thinking of everything possible, really. It's kind of like the energy of, you know, someone just hanging there and being within themselves for quite a long time and going into a real period of self-discovery. It's someone asking themselves, who am I and who do I want to be, and how are my actions going to portray that in the future? And do I need to take a step back? Do I need to? Is this a necessity? Because if I step forward, am I going to feel again unstable? Am I going to feel unable to move? Am I going to feel like these steps are heavy? You know, perhaps it's best just to take a step back. Perhaps it's best just to reserve my energy for the time being until I really kind of stabilize myself. And this is their mind, this is their intuition. They're using their intuition here, and they're knowing that the decisions they've been making have not been in line with them completely. But the reasons why is because they've had to survive so much. They've had to make these decisions in a survival mode. They haven't been able to make these decisions, you know, in the right place, in the right space of mind. It's always been, okay, I need to get through this, I need to get through this. And sometimes they just want to be themselves. They just want to live life and relax and take a step back. And you're doing this, Aquarius, definitely. And I feel like this is a choice, but in a way it wasn't a choice, right? Because we have this Major Arcana and the Four of Swords. Major Arcana amplifies anything next to it. It's like you pushed yourself and you pushed yourself and you kept pushing yourself, and it got to the point where you knew you had to rest. And you kept thinking, okay, I need to rest, I need to have a break, but no, I need to move forward. I have so much that I want to achieve. There's so much more importance right now than just me. And I'm not saying that this is your thoughts. It's like you're saying there's so much more importance in the world than just me, and I need to take everything into consideration. I have responsibilities that I want to achieve, and there's justice. Where's the justice in just sitting here and just sitting back? So I mean, you were holding on to this. You were refusing to rest, and now I feel like, you know, you've had to. It's like, okay, and you've let go and you've allowed yourself to really take a step back. And that's because you knew that you'd reached this point where you just couldn't, it was so heavy for you, and it was slowing you down anyway. Whatever these challenges were for you, Aquarius, they were slowing you down. And this is you again with regards to love, right? You're taking a step back. You feel fragile. You feel fragile because your mind, you haven't got all of your... This is someone highly intuitive, the Hanged Man, okay? But I'm thinking that, well, this is what they're showing me here, is someone that they didn't have quite everything together in their minds, and they just needed to take a step back and really analyse a few of these situations for themselves. Because that's, I feel like, something you do, Aquarius. You tend to... You know, in order to overcome these situations, it's not like you just get through them. It's like you have to analyse and analyse and analyse. And, you know, I feel you get through these challenges in such a unique way. And it's more than just perseverance. It's like your mind just perseveres. You stay strong within your mind. And you learn. It's like you learn from everything, no matter what. And it's like this as well. And the World card has come out. And wow, this is so... I can't believe this, to be honest. So again, this card, taking an open perspective, analysing situations. The World card is what happens after someone goes through the Hanged Man energy. So this is stagnation. This is going through a period of self-discovery, the Hanged Man. Okay, the Hanged Man is someone that takes a step back and follows their intuition, follows and analyses and analyses before moving forward. And then once they get out of this energy, they become the World. They embody everything. They embody the swords, which is truth and intelligence. They embody the pentacles, which is that grounding energy, that commitment energy. They embody that fire energy, which is all about passion and motivation and strength. And then they also embody that water energy, which is that emotional intelligence, right? That empathy, that compassion. And it's like you've come out of this now, you've taken those lessons, and you're now going to be embodying, you know, this full circle. This, you know, it's like this is coming now. You are taking the next steps forward. And if you notice, the World card here, so you see they have the same, you see their legs here? The World card and the Hanged Man are the same. They are in the same position. The World card is just the Hanged Man upright, the Hanged Man moving forward now. Okay? And it's not like you have everything on the table. This isn't like the Magician where you have everything on the table. It's more, and it's not the place of the Magician in a sense of manifestation. I mean, I feel like you are doing that, Aquarius, but this is quite literally saying that you are that. You are embodying all of this energy. You are everything. You are rising up and you are gaining this higher sense of purpose that I feel like you needed in order to move forward, and you just needed to realign yourself and really assess the situation fully, really assess the path, really assess the journey that you are about to take. Yeah. The world is starting to spin again after feeling like it had stopped. Current situation regarding love. The King of Wands. You are letting go of... So there are two sides to the... I should explain this properly. The King of Wands is someone that has two sides. I feel your side of this moving forward is that you're choosing to move forward in strength regardless of anything. Okay, you're looking forward, you're looking deep into the future, you're looking out into the horizon, and you're thinking about what's next, and you're determined to get there, you're persevering. I think the main point of this card is perseverance and determination. You're getting there, you're striving for this, you're embodying this deep passion, this deep determination, and this urge within you. And the King of Wands could be a motivational speaker. They can be someone that people look up to for inspiration. So through all of these experiences, Aquarius, I feel like this is truly inspiring, and you're using this to really express yourself in the right way. And the King of Wands, they're highly expressive, they are creative people, and I feel like, yeah, you're using this energy in order to overcome whatever this feeling was, whatever this situation may have been. But on the other side as well, it's like the King of Wands can be someone that's quite inconsiderate, someone that's disregarding of other people's feelings and emotions. They just want what they want. They would stop at nothing to get it, and they can walk over people to get there, to get what they want. And what this is saying to me is that side of the card is actually what you don't want. It's like you're moving forward, you're trying to rise above whatever this is. You feel like this is still a part of you, you know, there's this experience in the past, or perhaps different challenges in the past that have been inconsiderate towards you, that have walked over you, and you feel in a sense defeated by them, and they're going to remain a part of you, I feel, because of this sense of, you know, within yourself. I feel like you have this self-criticism, you have this, you know, this I feel element here of feeling a little bit exposed to this energy, right? And you're trying to move forward, but again, you know, it's still there within you that this has happened to you. And I feel like in order to get through this, in order to take those lessons, you're channeling, you're really using, I should say, connecting to your creative side. And also perhaps that side of you that wants to help others, that side of you that's quite inspirational to others. Yeah. You want to be compassionate, you want to be loving, you don't want to hurt someone the way that you've been hurt. And it's like whoever or whatever this challenge was with this King of Wands, you know, the other side of this King of Wands that, you know, you feel has impacted you in some way, it's like when you're embracing that wand, this means to you, you know, these wands are all about passion, they're all about determination and motivation for you. This is more a Page of Wands energy, and the Page of Wands is my dreamer card. They follow their dreams, they're a dreamer. They follow journeys that are of true purpose. You see how they're looking at this wand and they're admiring this wand? They admire what is to come, they dream, they long, and it gives them a deep sense of purpose. It gives them a deep sense of drive to really think about what is next in their life, what is next in their journey, regarding, you know, this can be regarding love as well, because this is, you know, your current situation regarding love. But I feel like here, this King of Wands, right, so you utilised that side of the wand, you utilised the dreamer side of the wand, the creative side of the wand, whereas this other individual, you know, they're just using the inconsiderate side, they're not really acknowledging how you feel, and they're just walking all over you, quite frankly, and they're not having your best interest at heart. That's what my guides just said. They're not having your best interests at heart. They're only really thinking about themselves and how actions towards you actually benefit them in some way. So it's like they just use people to their advantage, and they're not really afraid to do that. They don't really see like there's any wrong in doing that, whereas you, it's like you're over here and you're just a page, you're thinking that, you know, there's such a book in front of you, you know, there's so much more in front of you that's past this, and dreaming, right? And it's like the energy here is quite conflicting, because they're also a wand, they're in your energy, I feel, Aquarius, but they're just not, they're just low vibrational, right? They're like a low vibrational King of Wands here. And here are you're just kind of wanting this fresh new path, this fresh new journey that is going to raise you up, and you know, you're looking into the future now. So yeah, it's quite distracting. I feel it's quite distracting energy. But somehow you're getting through this. I feel like this energy is here for a reason. Yeah. I hadn't yet asked for your partner's current situation regarding love. I was just starting to shuffle, and I have finished your spread, but I have to say that the Ten of Swords did come out, but I feel like this is actually saying that these swords, you know, the deeper purpose of this, perhaps for you, this initial part of the reading, is that these swords are going to come out, you're going to heal. This is the end of a cycle. The 10 is the end of a cycle. And you know, this feeling here, you know, feeling like you cannot move forward any longer, that's going to now start to heal. And it's been a long process, I feel, with this Four of Swords, with this Hanged Man. I mean, this energy for you of stagnation could have been going on for a very long time, but you were just resisting it, I feel, Aquarius, because your determination to persevere, you know, it's like you couldn't quite let yourself, okay? And now it's saying that there's going to be a period now that is divinely guided, I feel, actually, that really just encourages you and actually makes it feel like it's a positive for you to take a step back, to really allow yourself to really treat yourself in some way. With this person in this card, I mean, this way round, right? This Ten of Swords this way round is where you have, it's like you've been there, and my guides are showing me an image of someone keeping moving. It's like they're dragging themselves along the ground, even with these 10 swords, and anyone else would just lay there. They would accept this and let go. But no, you Sagittarius, oh, I guess that refers to adaptability. Sagittarius is very adaptable. I feel like this reading is saying you're very adaptable, Aquarius, but you here, Aquarius, you dragged yourself along this ground. You did not accept anything, you know, any sort of you did not let go. You refused to let go, and you know, you didn't have to do this, but you did, and it's just because you really wanted to work this out. You tried and tried again, but really there was no moving forward with this situation. It was like anything you did, you know, it's not anything you did just didn't work. And it's because whatever you were dealing with here, this situation was highly inconsiderate, highly disregarding of you, I feel, who you were. And it really warped who you were, you know. You let it become a part of you. You let it affect you in some way here, because the King of Wands, I feel like, you know, there's two sides of this. You let this affect you, and you let this energy penetrate you, and, you know, you had to take a step back with this Hanged Man, with this World card. So now I'm going to move these cards, and we are going to look at your partner's current situation regarding love. Current situation regarding love for Aquarius, and I feel like this for you again, it's just these deep-rooted feelings, Aquarius. But your partner, current situation, please, regarding love. Okay, well, we have the Seven of Swords. This is deceitful energy. This is someone that is, you know, they're walking along, they're taking these swords with them, they're looking behind and they see that they are in some way perhaps taking what's not theirs, you know, they're being inconsiderate in some way, but they just don't really, you know, pay attention to it, they just keep moving anyway. Wow, so it's almost like they knew what they were doing was wrong, but they just kept on moving. Oh, so this is a person, Aquarius, perhaps, you know, I feel like that for most of you this is going to be a person, this energy. They just kept on moving. And oh, just draining. I'm just getting draining, the word draining. Draining your energy. Because this is a low vibrational energy. This is someone putting on a show, putting on a facade. This is someone that is lying in order to get what they want. And look at them, they're sneaking away here. But they're out on show. You know, this card is bright yellow. They're out on show, and they know they're out on show, but they're still pretending to be sneaky about it, even though, you know, it's like a manipulation game, right? It's like they're pretending to be sneaky about it, even though they know that you're kind of on to what they're doing and you're hurting, okay? So this person, yeah, this is an inconsiderate individual, and wow, current situation regarding love. Okay, the next card is the Death card. Wow. Their current situation regarding love, they're seeing this in themselves, and they're seeing how, so now it's like they've come to this realization here. They're looking at their past and they're seeing how they have treated you, and they're seeing how they disregarded how you felt, and they really just pushed this on you, all of this pressure, and here you are. They're pushing this pressure onto you, Aquarius, and look at you. While they're doing this, right, so while they're being this thief, right, while they're being this thief and they're being this liar, you're here, you know, Four of Swords energy, Hanged Man, not even, you know, doing anything back, you know, you're just kind of staying stagnant, and perhaps that is your, you know, your reaction was, you know, staying stagnant, not knowing how to move forward and trying to heal yourself, and it's like repetitively trying to heal yourself. And this person, they're just looking back at you and they're not really acknowledging what's going on. And you know, you're strong, Aquarius, you can get through pretty much anything, and I feel that you take that responsibility upon yourself to get through anything. And I feel like this person just expected you to forgive them, and well, actually no, my guides are saying no, they didn't, but for some reason they portrayed it that way, like you should just forgive them, even though they knew that that wasn't the right way, you know, that wasn't really a good perception for them to have. It's like they just expected it from you, even though they were kind of being this way towards you. And then we have the Death card again, so they're seeing this and they're seeing how they have reacted in the past. They're interpreting, you know, their reactions and the way they have really behaved in their lives, and how that affects those around them in some way, how that can impact individuals around them, you know, having that emotional intelligence, that empathy, you know. And they're trying to break this cycle now, they're trying to end this cycle, they want to move forward in a way that represents who they are, and they want to let go of this side of themselves that perhaps, you know, is quite inconsiderate, is quite fiery to some extent in some way, you know, because we do have the King of Wands here, you know, is quite fiery, you know, only after what they want, only looking out for themselves, even if, you know, they portray this facade of, you know, trying to, you know, be
some sort of way towards you, which just isn't true. You know, it's in a way, it's you know, this mask that they're presenting to you, which actually just kind of confuses you even more, right? Because in your mind, in your heart, you know, it's natural for you to forgive people. You're very open-minded and you're very accepting of other people's energy, and I feel like that's why you just went into stagnation mode and you tried to take a step back here and really let another side of you, which is this King of Wands energy, you know, this passionate, determination, persevering side of you take over, okay, while you took a step back, because really what this situation was not just in any way. And this is what I'm getting from their energy, okay, Aquarius, I'm getting that from their energy. They're seeing that now, and it's like actually they're the one on this horse and they're raising this flag and they're saying, yes, I have, they're kind of owning up to themselves about what has happened, and they're trying to really talk some sense into themselves. I'm getting someone trying to talk sense into themselves. So this individual is highly confused. They're highly confused, I feel, and it's like they let it get to this point, and within themselves, not this situation per se, but really they let themselves get to this point, and they're quite upset with themselves, actually, which is interesting, right? Because they should be upset with how they treated you, but actually it's more to do with the action. It's more to do with the way they have acted towards you rather than the effect it has had on you, if that makes sense. It's like they still don't feel that yet, and it's because they're still going through this transformation, I feel. And yeah, the Death card. Deep hurt, the Three of Swords. They are heartbroken. There's deep-rooted pain here. I feel like this has hit them to their core. My guides are telling me guilt. Guilt, guilt, guilt. It's like whatever they create now is from a place of lack, and they know it. They know that they're feeling this sense of lack within themselves. And for this situation, Aquarius, you see this heart is surrounded by a storm. And this storm is them. It's their confusion within themselves and their heart. And I'm just getting someone feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like and actually quite jumpy, quite just toxic, actually, quite an unhealthy energy I'm feeling from this person. And this is energy towards themselves. Again, this is very much thinking about themselves and the way they have acted and how it's hit them now deep to their core. You know, it's like the truth here. These swords can represent truth, right? You know that, Aquarius. You know, you are the sword energy. This is honesty, this is truth. And the truth has just hit them to their core. And they're not really sure how to move on from this. And you see there's 3 swords here. So this is, I'm feeling a sense of counting here. It's like counting the times they have hurt you. And the times they have deeply hurt you. 1, 2, 3. And there's more. I feel like there's even more, but they're just not allowing them to come in, because if they did, they would just truly feel, their heart would just fall, I feel. Wow, so yeah, they went from not, yeah, they've let that in. It's like now they've come to this realization with the Death card. You know, realizing the way they have, interpreting the ways they have really behaved in this relationship. They are now hurting. They are now hurting, and they've let some of those swords in and penetrate them, and they're not liking the way that's feeling at all, Aquarius. This foundation, it was weak. It was a weak foundation, and the whole time they were just putting on this show. They were putting up this facade, hoping that everything would just be fine, and you know, you're going to forgive them, and you know, you get through anything, Aquarius, right? You get through anything. And that's the mentality they had for some reason. They just expected you to get through this. And I mean, this is deep within them, right? This is before they had this transformation. It's like deep within them, inside of them. It's like they were saying, oh, that's okay, they'll get through it. And they were feeling guilty, but they were kind of trying to reassure themselves and say they'll get through it, but really they knew they were draining you, they were draining your energy, they weren't achieving anything from this. The Seven of Swords definitely isn't a victory, it's just kind of like short-term gratification in a way, short-term, immediate gratification, short-term, there's nothing long-lived here, and it is followed here, this Seven of Swords is followed by the Death card. It is followed by transformation, but I feel like that's Spirit also saying that whatever they took from you, you know, whether that was just your energy, right? Because I feel like you're very much drained right now, right? They took your energy from this deceitful behaviour. It's like whatever this is, it's short-lived gratification for them. Okay, it will be, you know, if they're not in this energy yet, it will be short-lived. And, you know, there's nothing... Yeah, it's a real hit to them. It's a real hit to their sense of self. Because they were thinking that they had everything on the table. They were going to, you know, you were going to forgive them no matter what. And I feel like, Aquarius, you're actually... I feel like you might be considering letting go of the situation, or perhaps you've already let go of the situation, okay? Because I do feel like this is past energy for you, and maybe this is your current situation, but it's like Spirit saying, look, this is over now. This is over, Aquarius, and you can move forward finally. Okay, you're choosing to move forward, and this is just laying everything out on the table for you and showing you what you've had to go through with this individual. So your partner here, your partner's energy, their current situation regarding love, they're looking at these cups, they're realising that what they built was on a weak foundation, right? There's something deceitful about these cups. These cups are not real, they're empty, they're jagged, they're... You know, there's no substance there. They didn't really give any substance, any emotional substance, and they're choosing to move forward here and follow a journey, you know, that is going to really be of growth. And for some reason I'm getting that they're going to walk into more of these behaviour patterns. You know, if they are longing for something and they feel like this is going to be more successful, right, and they're just leaving these cups behind and they're not tending to them, I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to find that there's going to be an imbalance, there's going to be some sort of lack of stability in the future for them that they're also going to have to really get through, because they're not really approaching the situation or learning from the situation properly. You know, it's like they need to go through this transformation fully. You know, this Death card, it's supposed to represent the end of a cycle, but I feel like here, look what they're doing. It's like this is the 8 and they're kind of going back again and they're expecting different results. And it's because they're confused. I'm seeing the moon here at the top of the card. They're confused. They're feeling very erratic in their behaviour. They're feeling emotionally unstable. You see that moon here? The moon card is, I feel like in this situation, lacks clarity. They're lacking clarity. They're still lacking clarity. This person is going back and forth between coming to realizations, analysing their thought, starting to get on the right track, and then moving backwards again into this moon energy, into this erratic behaviour, into this perhaps blinding behaviour, you know, this confusion, and not being able to move forward again. And it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, Aquarius. And I feel like this person is just someone extremely confused.
they may have a tendency to get distracted, you know, not put all of their effort into relationships, you know, not give all of their love, and it's like every time they have, it's been deformed in some way, you know, like these cups on that card. And it's because they're looking at what they can receive from this love, you know, through every action. It's like they help others. Even when they help others, it's only to help themselves in some way. It's only to really better themselves in some way. Yeah. The Lovers. So we have 2 major arcana on this side. We have the Death card and we have the Lovers. They have a lot of passion for you, Aquarius. They want to pursue you. They want to follow their heart, and their heart is, I feel like, very much attached to you. I'm getting attachment, okay? I'm feeling like they are just, there's this urge to move towards you. There's this longing for you, but they know that every time they move towards you, it's like they're this snake. Right? You see this snake in the side of the card? They're just not. They're just sly. They're unhealthy towards you, and they really don't know what to do at this point. They're just overwhelmed. They're lacking true understanding, and I feel like they know that. I feel like every time they gain clarity, they just take a step back again, and they allow themselves to get into that place. And bear in mind, Aquarius, you're here and you're just trying to heal. You're taking this 4 of Swords, you're in the Hanged Man, you're in stagnation, you know, and the only part of you that's moving forward is your determination, your perseverance with the King of Wands, right? But still, it's like they find a way to just make everything complicated again and again and again. And really, there's no communication here. There's no communication. This is someone avoiding their issues, okay? This is the way I'm feeling. It's like, for all of this passion, for all of this emotion here, you know, what could be a union, it's like, yeah, look at this avoidance here, this person walking away. You know, they're looking back, but they're not choosing to communicate, right? These swords, they could communicate, they could help, they could do something to really transform the way they have been behaving, right? And I feel like that's what you are a forgiving person. It's like maybe you've been giving them those chances. Again, the Death card, you know, avoidance in some way. You know, it's like they had the chance to really assess their situation, and they still are going back and forth. They really are, you know, whatever this was, you know, coming to those realizations. It hurt too much to really acknowledge how much they have really, I feel the pain they have inflicted on others through being inconsiderate in some way, and just expecting others to, you know, be okay with the way they act, be okay with, you know, this inconsiderate energy here. And, you know, the 3 of Swords, again, it's like deep rooted, but they're not coming, they're just choosing to walk here, to keep walking. And I've never really had this interpretation of this card before, but it's like they're choosing to keep walking, and they're not choosing to really approach this situation. Look, it's just still broken, and they're moving forward towards this mountain, thinking about a high purpose, thinking about something better. And it's like they keep making the same mistake of not looking at what's right in front of them, and always seeking something more and more and more for them, and, you know, being confused, being distracted, lacking clarity, and never truly kind of approaching any situations that need to be addressed in their life. And again, look at this Lovers card. This is saying that they desire this love, they desire this relationship with you, they want a relationship with you, but instead they choose to be the snake. They choose to be the snake, and this is very sad energy, I feel, Aquarius, okay? But you are, wow, it's like you're choosing to analyse the situation, you're choosing to take a step back, you're choosing to, you know, take the lessons learnt from this, and, you know, just move forward with complete perseverance. But they move forward here with this mask, and every time they look back and try to move forward in some way and move past this energy that they are emitting from themselves, this low vibrational energy, they just feel too hurt. They feel this deep-rooted pain from how they have hurt you, and you know, they just avoid it. They just try and move forward, and you know, that's because there's so much passion here and they can't do it. And I feel like they're going to keep going through the same cycles again and again and again, Aquarius, unfortunately. And my guides are telling me that some of you are going to you're trying to save this person, you're trying to look at the positives of this person, and you know, actually it's like you're being shown the negatives now. It's like they're showing you the negatives. They're, you know, through this Hanged Man, the world, the Four of Swords, you know, it's like your intuition is on point, you know, you're being shown this higher perspective in order to really realise that this person is not meant for you. This person is not meant to be in your life, Aquarius. And I feel like it's hard for some of you to accept that. And you know, actually for some of you, I feel like you've already moved on. But I feel like it was hard to accept that you couldn't help this person because you wanted to. You felt like they were just misunderstood. And really, yeah, they're misunderstanding yourselves. But there's too much here. There's too much here for you, because you do need to heal, Aquarius. You do need to move on from this. And your worries about this person, I feel like they're going to learn eventually. But it's going to be, I feel like, at least 3 more cycles here until this person truly does approach these cups, approach these unstable foundations that they have built, that I feel like are not coming down until they really acknowledge their actions and acknowledge what they have, how they have behaved in their journey, in their life journey overall. I feel not just one journey, but you know, their life in general. I feel like this is nothing new to them, Aquarius. I feel like this is part of their story here. So how do they see you? The first card for how they see you, Aquarius, is the Star card. So really you light up their world. They see you as someone that is going quite far. You follow your ambitions, you're here, you're working here, and you're finding balance here. And whatever you're pursuing is of true purpose to you, is of true meaning to you. This is someone that fulfills their goals. They pursue their goals, right? But their goals have to be of something of true inspiration and true light in their life. And again, this is a wish fulfillment card. So, you know, whatever your dreams are, whatever your journeys are, I feel like they're quite magical and they're quite inspiring. And this person, they find you inspiring. They look at you and they see someone that can light up their world. They see someone that really is a wish for them come true. But somehow my guides are telling me, didn't let it happen. They didn't let it happen. Yeah. And they see you here, you're 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water, you're grounded, but you're also following emotional fulfillment. You know, these commitments, these long-term commitments are going to be quite emotionally fulfilling for you and long-term. You know, you're looking deeper into the future here. So yeah, they admire you. That's what I'm getting. They admire you. Wow. So the next card again is a major arcana, Aquarius. The High Priestess, they think that you are highly intuitive. The High Priestess is actually one of my favourite cards in the deck. You go within, you really take the time to analyse situations, and it's like you have the power to really know your surroundings, really understand your surroundings without even speaking. And again, it's like you're a mind reader in some respects. Okay, quite mature energy, quite spiritual, highly spiritual as an individual, highly enlightened and awakened as an individual. And
you know, this is someone that rises above, is of a higher vibration. And again, this is, you know, this is admirable energy. They admire that about you. They place you here in high regard.
How does Aquarius's partner see them? Okay.
The Two of Swords. They're seeing you as having to go within to make a decision of some kind, or, you know, making some decisions in your life, and you do so here with a blindfold on, right? You do not see the path ahead. You just analyze situations with your mind, and then you move forward with something that conveys truth to you, right? If these two swords were conveying the Ace of Swords, it's saying, you know, truth and victory, and you move forward with what is an honest victory. Rather than anything short term, you focus on the long term success that is stable, that is a big idea of some sort, right? You're very much an ambitious individual, but you're ambitious in the right way. You don't walk all over anyone. So they see that in you. They see that, and they see you as trying to, my guides are telling me they see you as a little bit indecisive, but wouldn't you be indecisive as a natural reaction to the way they're acting, right? As a natural reaction to, you know, the energy that they're portraying towards you, this low vibrational energy. So yeah, and it's like here, you see that moon in the top there, it's like the indecision they feel, the indecision they perceive from you is actually just a projection of them with that moon. It's like it's projecting their own instability, their own misunderstandings that they really have just drained you with, you know, they've put onto you. And I feel like, you know, you've taken a step back here and they just keep putting this onto you. And, you know, you've had to be really strong, Aquarius, quite frankly. Okay. The next card, wow, I mean, they really do think highly of you, Aquarius. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is everything they perceive as value and worth they see in you. This is a feeling of completeness within commitment. This is a stable commitment. This is a rewarding commitment. This is not only giving but receiving here. This is loyalty, companionship, trust and security. They see this in you. You are the 10. You are the 10 of Pentacles. And you are a stable foundation. So they've built all of these weak foundations, okay, but they see you as having a stable foundation. You see that tower in the background? That tower is upright. That tower is very firm, very strong. And there's a sense of wholeness around this. There's a sense of community within oneself. And this is like someone achieving their goals, achieving their dreams, right? So they see you as a goal of theirs, that they, you know, a dream of theirs that is stable, that is committed, that is tangible, but still they are heartbroken, Aquarius. The Five of Swords. They see you as being a little bit inconsiderate. They see you as the one that is victorious in this situation. Not acknowledging how much they are going through and the pain that they are going through. But in reality, I mean, you are... It's interesting here how contradictory that is, because the High Priestess knows everything. The Ten of Pentacles here, this is giving. And you've been the one that's had to go within. Yet still, I feel like this is their defense mechanism, right? They're projecting themselves onto you. Because I feel like actually what's happened is they have been the one that has been giving the, you know, receiving these short-term victories, right? Because their current energy here. While you've been in, you know, this mode of analysis, this mode of stagnation, but also perseverance and taking a higher perspective, they have been deceitful, and the Death card has come out next to the Three of Swords, and it's like, you know, short-term, this is all short-term victory, right? It's unstable foundations, yet they're projecting this onto you. This person, they smirk at the people that they have defeated. They're holding those swords again, just like this card, right? They're holding those swords. They are looking back, but they're not acknowledging the pain they have caused. They're not acknowledging their own actions. They're just receiving this reward, feeling this sense of fulfillment, and really just ignoring this, you know, being inconsiderate of anyone's trials and tribulations, anyone else's challenges that they've had to be, you know, had to go through. I'm really sorry for whoever this resonates with, Aquarius. Yeah, wow, projecting themselves onto you. And I feel like you felt this energy, right, with that King of Swords. It's like they have been trying to project this inconsiderate energy onto you, and you've been feeling this. You've been trying to take a step back and go within and let the persevering side of yourself step in and take over. Oh, and they think, in a way, it's like they sabotaged this for themselves, in a sense, because they're so confused within themselves. It's like they took this out on you, Aquarius, because they know that you've been through quite a lot already, so that, you know, they just expect you to be able to handle this, and they don't think about, you know, the way their actions are being perceived. They don't reach out, you know, they ignore you, they walk away from this foundation, these cups. They don't allow this transformation to take place. I feel like they were given a chance here to transform themselves with this Death card. They were given this chance to really move forward in the right way and assess their situation, acknowledge their actions, really analyse their actions. You know, like you with the Hanged Man and the World card, you came out of this with a higher perspective here. They didn't come out of this. They came out of this with the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak again, and just too much in their mind, too much in confusion, too much in passion, and they're letting themselves down, I feel, more than anyone else, okay? Because I feel like, Aquarius, you're going to be just fine. The World here coming out for you means that you have so much ahead of you. You're embodying all of the, you know, the fire energy, the water energy, the pentacle energy, the sword energy. You're embodying all of this, and you're moving forward with determination, right? Whereas them, they're just looking over their passion again, and they're in confusion, longing for more, but really they're still deceitful, and they're still, you know, taking on this energy of being a liar, being, you know, having this facade, and it's not going to get them anywhere. So how do you perceive? I feel like you still feel like they can change. You still have hope that they can change their ways, but I feel like you've had enough of this, and you're choosing to
you may be choosing to end the cycle. I feel like some of you, and some of you, yes, it's definitely already over. This is past energy, but it's seeping its way back into your life, and you know, this is saying, you know, that it's ended for a reason. So yeah, you see them as the moon card. So you know, we have been talking about this moon, haven't we? You see them as lacking clarity. You see them as someone that has perhaps emotionally destructive behaviour. They are quite defensive, but they're defensive in a way that goes on the, I feel like, attack mode, you know, in whatever way that resonates, you know, and they're confused. Look at these waters. I mean, they're chaotic down there. They're not in control, and you know, it's like this person, they really need to go within themselves and take a period to really gain clarity. A bit like what you've done, Aquarius, here with the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords and the World card, but they haven't done this. They're just kind of in their emotions still. They're very much overthinking, overanalyzing and disturbing themselves, and then projecting that disturbing energy onto you. How do you see your partner? How do you see your partner's energy in this reading? Okay. 5 of Pentacles. You see them as out in the cold. You see them as, you know, someone that is quite deprived, really. And this could be emotionally deprived, or perhaps, you know, whatever you perceive as value. It's like you feel like this person does not have this true value, this true worth in your life, and you feel like they're willing to get through anything with you. They're willing to go for anything with you, you know, through anything. These two individuals, they stay together, and they, you know, they're wearing these clothes, they're ripped down, you know, they're not wearing shoes, they're out in the cold, there's a warm window inside there, and I feel like you're actually in there with that Four of Swords energy. You're already inside, taking your time here, but a part of you is still with them, saying, okay, you know, they're going to get through this, I'm going to stay with them, and, you know, I feel like this may be subconscious, you know, I'm going to stay with them, and hopefully they're going to come out, and I'm going to welcome them into this window and welcome them into this Four of Swords energy, where they take a step back and they realise their ways, and they realise, you know, how they have acted, and they change, you know. They change for the better. They transform. In fact, it's not even changing. You just want them to transform, you know. You feel like this is part of them already. There's someone that can get through anything, and there's no reason why they couldn't get through this, but for some reason they're just stuck. They're stuck in their emotion, they're stuck in their ways, they're not really giving you clarity, and they're lacking clarity within themselves, and they're coming from a place of lack. Okay, you see them, Two of Wands, trying to move forward. They're standing still here, they're looking over the horizon. They're not making any moves yet, but they're realising that they should make a move, but they're just standing there and they're assessing. They're, you know, it's like they wait, and they can wait for a very long time, but it's not going to get them anywhere. They just need to make a decision on where to go next in their journey. And this needs to be a journey of the soul. This needs to be a journey of self-development, and I feel like you see that they need to really do some inner work. They need to go through a period of personal growth, but also you see that they really just only focus on themselves. When it comes to the anticipation of building something, of building a foundation, really all they ever do is focus on how they're feeling, and they don't really in the moment think about anyone else, you know. And they look out into the horizon, they may daydream, but they don't actually support, you know, the people around them. They're just thinking about themselves in every step they take, in every decision they make. And perhaps you're kind of seeing them doing this, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, they do need to do that, but they need to do that in a different way. They need to approach this in a different way, in a way where
They actually approach their life from a journey of the soul, right? From an inner work journey, rather than just, hey, what benefits me? It's more of an energy of, hey, what's going to really kind of improve me as a person, you know? And unfortunately, Aquarius, I'm not sure if they're quite there yet, if they're quite ready to do that. I feel like they're stuck in their ways. They always just, I feel like, cause this this tornado, and then they just leave. They leave this foundation while it's still unstable, and they move forward, and the same happens again and again and again. And I feel like it's just going to continue happening because of all this karma that they're leaving behind. Okay. They see you as someone that's quite divine, someone that's quite spiritual and guided towards them, I feel, you know. They feel that this is a destined relationship, and you look at them, Aquarius, and I feel like you see that within them. You see that this could be a soulmate or twin flame, and you feel like this is a divine connection with them. This is someone that, you know, can create harmony. They have the potential to create harmony in their lives. You see that they, you know, you admire, there's certain aspects of them that you admire. It's like this person's balancing those cups. They are dipping their feet in the water. They're highly intuitive. They're on a path to happiness, you know, once they gain this harmony. And you want this for them. This is what you dream of with this person, but I feel like, or dream for this person to have, and it's like they're not, you know, it's almost like they are in that energy. They do have the potential here, and you're seeing this within them, but in reality, if you look above, if you look at the cards above Aquarius, even though you perceive them as this divine person, as this person that has the ability to create harmony, the ability to get through anything, in reality here we see someone that, you know, with the Seven of Swords, with this Three of Swords and the Death card, I'm just sensing that this person really isn't ready to really approach anything in the right way. And it's like every time they move forward, I feel like it's just, they just move back. It's like that themselves, right? As you see them move forward, it's like, it's not even a movement forward anymore, is it, Aquarius? It's just you feel like they're moving forward, and they don't. They just take 2 steps back. And in a way it just creates an even more confusion within themselves, and you're there just trying to be patient and be stagnant and persevere, but they're just kind of giving you all these mixed signals that aren't really going to get any of you anywhere. The Magician. They can manifest this for themselves. Look at you, you're in this positive mindset about them. You're thinking quite highly of them. You're thinking, okay, this person has everything out on the table. They can manifest this. They can, you know, this is the inception of an idea here. This is the one, right? So you're seeing here that they have a lot of potential. You're seeing all of their potential. You're choosing to look at them from a place of potential, you know, seeing that, oh, right, they just aren't seeing everything clearly. They're lacking clarity. They just need to choose something that is on the right path for them, that is on a journey of the soul. You know, they can get through this. They're just lacking something in their life, lacking true value, and they will create harmony. This is divine. This is a divine connection. And they can manifest this for themselves. You know, they have the Cups, which is emotional intelligence. They have the Wands, which is their passion, determination. They have their Pentacles, their commitment and their drive to work hard again with that. And the Swords, which is obviously intelligence for you and trust. But for some reason here, it's like, even though you see this within them, they do not act on this. This is just your perception, right? This is the current energy. This is your perception.
And I feel like you're very much looking upon them in a positive way, even though their energy is not quite the same. Yeah. Intense. I'm feeling this person's energy and they are hurting. They feel foolish. They feel like they've been in a different state of mind and they haven't been themselves. They've been beside themselves. Let's have a look at the future of this relationship, Aquarius. Okay, the first card is the Six of Pentacles. So this relationship, I feel like the future, there is balance. There is this sense of justice. This is an equal giving and receiving. You know, they hold these scales. These represent equality, balance again, and this is someone that's highly compassionate. So if this is representing both of your energies, you know, these are two people coming together, highly compassionate, understanding the trials and tribulations of one another. And you see here, this person, they're looking upon these individuals that are in need and they are giving to those in need. So it's like, you know, whatever needs to be done here, whatever needs to be healed, it's like you're both working on this together. And I didn't expect this, Aquarius. I felt like, but you know, this is the energy. This is saying this is the future. There is justice, and the Pentacles, you know, there is Six of Cups, which is similar energy, right? It's the relief of receiving and the justice of giving, and you know, the love that comes with that feeling of togetherness, right? But the Six of Pentacles is more about that duty, that moral compass, and I feel like here you're both using your morals and you're being guided towards helping one another and allowing yourselves to achieve balance in this connection. And this came out with the Nine of Cups, putting everything out on the table and, you know, sitting there with each other and choosing to sit down and express yourselves to one another fully. You know, like, this is me, this is everything on the table. And I feel like at first it feels a little bit uncomfortable after everything that's happened, right? You see how this person, they're sitting there and their arms are crossed, they're unsure of themselves, they're quite tense, right? And I feel like this is, but nonetheless, they're choosing to express themselves, they're choosing to put everything out on the table, and they're choosing to give each other that sense of integrity, that sense of, you know, being able to take a, you know, to handle this situation gracefully here. Everything coming out in the open, I feel. And then we move on to the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about wish fulfillment. This is a card of, you know, waiting for this fulfillment to happen, and, you know, the sense of anticipation for this. So I feel like something is coming now. You both made a decision. I know that it doesn't say that here because I feel like the twos are all about decisions, right? So we have the Two of Swords on your side in the middle and the Two of Wands on their side, both of you making a decision here. But I feel like once you get together, you fully make a decision on both of your terms, and you both choose something that is now you're anticipating. Okay, a new journey that is ahead of you, that is going to be quite abundant, that represents some kind of wish fulfillment of some kind, and is quite fulfilling, I feel. And it's one that's fueled by not only your integrity, but also the passion, the true passion, I feel. And taking a little bit of a rest before doing so. And the threes, they're all about creation. So the ones, again, they're about inception, right? So I was speaking about the Magician earlier. The twos are about that decision. And then this three here, this is about creation. So you're moving forward now after really expressing yourselves. And this meeting here, you know, this conversation that you're having, this open conversation you're having with one another, you see, this is cups. This is all about emotion. So it's like you're not having an intellectual conversation. You're having one that's truly expressive, expressing how you feel. And I feel like that's what you both need. I feel like you've gone within, you know, there's a lot of sword energy here already for you analysing the situation. And I feel like this person needs to really express how they feel and vice versa. And that's what's going to lead to, you know, this sense of victory. And actually, I feel like, Aquarius, because you've been through so much in your life, you would actually admire this person if they chose to be open with you, if they chose to really allow themselves to just put everything on the table, let their guard down, you know, take away that facade of theirs and really actually acknowledge everything that has happened. And I feel like that is truly admirable to you, but for some reason they don't see that. And now the Ten of Swords, well, it's like they see that, but they just choose to ignore it. It's really quite confusion, so much confusion, okay? But I feel like whoever this is meant for, they will understand the situation, and perhaps, you know, it's more clear to them because they're using they're guided, you know, in their life towards this. And the next card is the Ten of Swords. Again, this came out, and I feel like this is interesting. My guides are telling me that, you know, this is going to be quite painful, you know, for both of you to have to go through, you know, whatever this is. And it has been quite painful for both of you to go through. You've tried this again and again and again, and it's like you've been beaten down to this point, and you don't want to talk about swords anymore. You know, you don't want to have this analysis, a deeply analytical situation. You don't want to really dive deeper yet into what has happened. You just want to express yourself. So this is saying that you're not ready yet to truly end this cycle with the swords, okay? You're just kind of leaving that for now, and you're expressing your emotions to one another, and you realise that healing takes time. Letting go of these swords, allowing them to come out, takes time. But for you, Aquarius, I feel like because I received this, again, it slipped out at the beginning of your reading, this is saying that you're already there. You're allowing these swords to come out, okay? You're already there, but your partner here is still upright. They're still upright, and it's going to take them some time to really end this cycle. This 10 is a full cycle, right? It's going to take them a little bit of time. And actually, some of them, it's going to take them a long time to really get over, well, not get over, but learn from what has happened and allow this Death card, this Major Arcana, to really, you know, take hold of them so that they can transform themselves and really learn as you do. But Aquarius, this is quite natural for you because of your mind. So I feel like you need to, I don't know why. It's like you are so compassionate already. And if anything, you know, you don't have to do this, but it's like you feel this urge to just kind of forgive them, and you know, you understand that they perhaps don't have that ability that you do to just kind of overcome situations, and already by the way they've behaved towards you, you already know that you're just kind of on a higher, in a way you are, I mean, this is low vibrational energy, even they will know that, so you know that you're on a higher vibration than them, so you're kind of giving them the benefit here, you're kind of allowing them to, you know, giving them this time, and this is in the future, right? So perhaps this person is coming back around, or perhaps, you know, you're still with this person and this is the current situation. Yeah. Moving forward quickly with this person with a lot of passion,
choosing to move forward, adapt to the situation. You see this card? This card can actually mean adaptability, and I did say about that earlier for you, especially with this King of Wands energy and this Page of Wands for you in your current situation regarding love, Aquarius. I feel like you're choosing to move forward, both of you, no matter what, because you feel like, you know, you both penetrated each other with these wands. And you know, these can be arrows of love, and for you I feel like if this isn't love, this is just compassion, you know, understanding one another, realizing that you have this connection and that you need to resolve this because you're both mature enough. Well, you're a mature individual, Aquarius, and I feel like this person is quite guilty and they want to be in this energy. They want to be in this energy because they are a mature individual, but they've just let themselves get this far. They've let themselves get this far and they've really let themselves down, and they have let you down, Aquarius, and I'm really not sure how this is going to I just feel like this is the energy that needs to happen, right? It's moving forward no matter what. And this person, they've been hiding themselves, they've been in a facade. So, you know, if they're choosing to come forward, even though they're in this Ten of Swords energy and they're choosing to move forward and communicate with you, I feel like here you're respecting that. You know, you're respecting their honesty, you admire that authenticity, and it's hurting them. It's hurting them, but they've hurt you deeply. But you're moving forward, you're following your dreams. This is your current situation, you're following your dreams regardless, right? But this person has a lot of passion, and they're going to be repeating the same cycles, and they realise that. So I feel like they're going to come in, Aquarius, and they're going to be honest with you, but they're going to be very expressive. They're not going to approach this from the sword energy, because I feel like right now they're just not able to. They're not seeing clearly enough, and quite frankly I feel like you deserve their heart, you deserve their cups, for them to express their cups, right? That's what's going to create balance here. Yeah, because if you analyse this situation, it's just going to go round and round in circles, right? So you just need to move forward with that passion, move forward with that love that you know, that shared compassion, and you're going to go get somewhere with this person, I feel. And that's for those of you that choose to, right? I feel like some of you are just completely closing yourselves off to this future, right? You're just letting it go now, and I feel like that's that's going to work for some of you. But others of you, I feel like you're choosing to, you know, resolve this in some way, maintain some sort of balance, and accept this person for who they are, really, and, you know, wanting them to take that mask off and be honest with you. So now I have written a card. I do that a lot. Okay, I have written a poem for every card in this deck. So the next card I pull, I'm going to read the poem that I've written, and that's going to be the closing message for this reading. I'm also going to pull one more card as the closing card of this reading. So what is the closing poem, the closing message for Aquarius regarding this relationship, regarding this love? What is the closing poem? We have the Ace of Pentacles for you, Aquarius. So this is where I let myself take a step back and I allow your intuition to take over. So let me just find this poem for you, and I will read this to you and allow you to analyse this and really get a deeper look into the meaning of this love, the meaning of this reading. The meaning of this reading for you, quite specifically. They extend their hand now to all seeds of the world. Long-term changes manifest, not abstract but physical. This manifestation of great value extends into their future goals. long-standing lessons or gains on their journey, new and old. So let me read that one more time for you, Aquarius. They extend their hand now to all seeds of the world. Long-term changes manifest, not abstract but physical. This manifestation of great value extends into their future goals. Long-standing lessons or gains on their journey, new and old. So what stands out to me is not abstract but physical, because if you look at this person, it's quite abstract the way they're behaving, right? They're being quite deceptive, they're being quite, there's this facade here. So I mean, it's like you're not going to have to deal with that anymore, that abstraction. You're going to be able to see something physical manifest in your life, these long-term changes, right? Especially with that World card, this is suggesting a long-term change. But really just analyse this for yourself, and here is the poem for you, Aquarius. Hopefully I can get that in focus, and you can pause and print screen if you wish. A closing card for Aquarius. A closing card for Aquarius. Wow. The card we have for you, Aquarius, to close this reading is the Justice card, and this is from the same deck. I just painted over some of the cards to portray extra meaning here. So you see the swords here. The Justice card, they usually hold a sword in one hand and they usually hold a balance in the other, and it's like this is amplified here. It's like this energy that you are portraying from yourselves. It's giving you this ability to really attract justice in the right way. And you know, this heart is overflowing, and I feel like this is you seeing everything. You know, this person, they have the ability to see what needs to happen in order to maintain balance in their life, and they are pursuing this actively. They are maintaining strength, they are maintaining equality. Despite any of this energy that is out of balance, they're maintaining this sense of equilibrium, and they're choosing to move forward, and that is their justice, right? They're choosing to look forward, they're choosing to really enhance their energy. And I feel like this is you being highly intuitive to the point where it's almost overwhelming, actually, but it's like you have the power to embrace this energy, you have the power to move forward, and you're going to in this situation, I feel. Yeah. Very strong card. The Justice card amplified, Aquarius. That's the closing message of this reading. Wow. This has been quite a long journey. I felt this energy and it's very heavy, Aquarius, and somehow you've made it through this. And it's overwhelming to me. I can't believe how strong you've had to be. And remember that this is your energy. I am just the messenger. And thank you again for sharing this journey. This is such a delicate message. I feel that some of you have had to really just maintain composure through something that really just could have just really overwhelmed you, but you let yourself get through it. You did, and you were able to, and in doing so you actually rediscovered yourself in some ways, and you learned a lot of lessons. So I'm going to say now that
these readings are quite long, and that's the way I read. I love to really portray in-depth readings, and I could go on further and further and further, but I mean I have to kind of stop myself sometimes, because I want to know more and more and more. You know, there's so much more I could see about this, but I'm choosing to close this reading now with this amplified Justice card, which is absolutely, and it's a major arcana as well, which amplifies it even further. That's the message for you. And some of you, I would highly recommend looking up the meaning of the Justice card and seeing how it relates to you as well, Aquarius. I feel like that could be good for some of you. You also have that poem to use for your intuition, to help guide you in your movements forward on your journey of love, in whatever journey that is to you. But if you do want anything extra, because this is closed now, I am willing to offer you something extended, but it's not going to be part of this really. I'm not going to expand on this. I'm going to rather just say, what is the purpose of this love? What is the purpose of this reading? But more so, what is the purpose of this love for you? And what is the purpose of this love for your partner? What is the deeper meaning of this love for you? What is the deeper meaning of this love for your partner? And that can be what was the deeper meaning? What was the deeper meaning? You know, it doesn't have to be present tense. It can be past tense. But if you would like to know, I will offer that to you, and you can join me through clicking the description below, and there should be details of the extended reading there, where you can follow a link and have the immediate download. If you feel divinely guided towards a personal reading with me, that will also be in the description box below, along with the details of how to participate in a performing arts project if you would like to become a participant. So again, I'm sending you all of my love and light. I'm sure that this future for you is a bright one, especially with this World card for you, Aquarius, and I wish you so much abundance with this relationship, and I hope that you come to some real understanding, because you deserve this communication, you deserve this clarity, and the Justice card is here. So I'm sending my love and light, and thanks for watching.